Welcome back to SaaS Blueprint. Today we are pulling back the curtain on how the top 1% of growth operations are actually scaling their agency pipelines. Most people in the space think that more automation requires more expensive software. They build these incredibly heavy, unoptimized systems that bleed money on every single lead. It is the exact equivalent of hiring a luxury limousine just to deliver a cheap pizza. It makes absolutely no sense. Over the next few minutes, I'm going to break down the exact three-step, lean-rooted intelligence framework we deploy for our clients. We are going to show you how to completely replace bloated, expensive AI sessions with a streamlined architecture using Perplexity, Claude, and Manus. Welcome back to organize your business this way, using one cheap tool for research, one for thinking, and only using the heavy AI when you absolutely have to. You build an automatic system that runs for pennies on the dollar. You don't need a massive team of employees, and you don't need to spend thousands of dollars a month on software. You get to keep your expenses super low, while making your business look like a massive corporate operation to your clients. If you want to copy this exact blueprint and setup for your own business, click the first link in the description below to grab our free step-by-step guide. We break down simple, automated business builds like this 3 times a week on this channel. So hit that subscribe button, turn on notifications, and start building your automated future. Let's look at the actual math of how most people are accidentally bankrupting their businesses with AI and exactly how we fix it. If you look at the chart on my screen right now, you can see the massive difference between the old way of building AI pipelines and the new, lean way. Most people build what I call an unoptimized system. They tell a heavy AI model to go open a browser tab, look at a website, read all the text, summarize it, and then try to figure out what to do next. That heavy AI model is charging you for every single second it spends thinking, reading ads, loading images, and getting lost on a web page. It takes anywhere from 8 to 15 minutes just to research one single business lead. When you do that at scale, you are easily spending 60 cents to $1 per lead. Look at the weekly total on the left. If you try to research 500 leads a week using that old method, your software bill is going to land between $300 and $500 every single week. That is thousands of dollars a month just on AI tokens before you even send a single email. It is the exact equivalent of hiring a luxury limousine just to deliver a cheap pizza. It makes absolutely no sense. Now look at the right side of the chart. This is the lean-rooted intelligence framework we build for our clients. Instead of letting one expensive AI do all the heavy lifting, we break the job into 3 tiny specialized steps. Step 1 is research. We don't use a heavy browsing agent to wander around the web. Instead, we use a single direct Perplexity API query. Perplexity doesn't need to load visual websites or click buttons. It instantly pulls the raw data code we need in a fraction of a second. It gives us a perfectly structured signal, and it costs literally fractions of a single penny per lead. Step 2 is personalization. We take that clean data from Perplexity and hand it over to Claude. But we don't give Claude a massive, messy conversation history to read through. We give it a highly specific, tight prompt with just the essential facts. Claude reads the information, writes a highly customized, hyper-focused message in one quick shot, and closes the session. No wasted memory, no token bloat. Step 3 is execution. This is where an advanced tool like Manus comes into play. In the old way, people let AI loop through messy web controls, making mistakes and getting stuck on buttons. In our lean workflow, we connect Manus directly via a secure API. It pushes the finished message straight into our customer platform in seconds, without needing to open up a web browser visual timeline at all. When you route your data this way, the entire process takes less than 45 seconds per lead instead of 15 minutes. And because you are only paying the AI for its exact output, not its messy thinking process, your weekly cost for those exact same 500 leads drops from $500 down to just $8 to $15 a week. That is an immediate 97% cost reduction. It saves you over $480 every single week, which adds up to more than $25,000 a year, kept straight in your profit margins instead of handed over to software companies. The best part about this architecture is that it scales without headcount. You don't need a team of 20 virtual assistants doing manual data entry, and you don't need to babysit the AI to make sure it didn't get stuck in a loop. The system builds itself, runs completely in the background, and only requires human judgment when a real prospect actually replies to your message. If you want to scale your agency pipeline without burning thousands of dollars a week on messy AI tokens, you need to stop using unoptimized agents. The secret to a profitable, automated workflow comes down to a simple 3-step lean framework. First, we use Perplexity to pull pure, structured data instantly for a fraction of a cent. Second, we route that clean data to Claude with a highly specific, tight prompt to write hyper-focused outreach in one quick shot. And third, we deploy Manus via direct API to push everything straight into GoHighLevel in seconds, completely bypassing slow, buggy web interfaces. By separating research, logic, and execution across these 3 modules, you slash your software overhead by 97% and scale your operations without adding headcount. If you want the exact blueprints to build a streamlined, high-margin ecosystem for your business, hit that subscribe button below. I'm Hayden, and this is SaaS Blueprint. I'll see you